Good afternoon from Sao Paulo, Brazil. This is James Riemann, and this is going to be first in a series of workouts that you can accomplish in your hotel room. They're going to be featured at my Aircrew Fitness website that I do in conjunction with Max Wettstein, and also on the Fighter Pilot Fitness website. And if you like these workouts, tell people about them. They'll be available for a very small fee, but hopefully it'll provide you some great information for things you can do while you're on the road or you're at home to stay in shape in a way that's quick, easy, fun, and doesn't require any equipment. Three areas I'm going to focus on today are lower body, core exercises, and upper body. And these are exercises you've seen before most likely, but I'm going to emphasize form and how to do them exactly right. First thing we're going to talk about is a body weight squat. And a couple of keys I want you to think about when you do these squats. Your feet should be shoulder width apart or just slightly wider, and open up your toes just a little bit so that your feet are a little bit ducked out, okay? About 10 degrees from straight forward. Duck your feet out a little bit. Stand perfectly straight with your shoulders back and your head held high. And the thing I want you to imagine is the motion you would use to close a car door with your behind. If you were carrying something and had to close your car door, rocking those hips back. We call this your hip crease right here, and it's the first motion of this squat is your hip crease. I'm going to teach you these squats, a couple different variations, but for now let's start with hands and eyes on the horizon. We bring our hip crease back and we come straight down. Our weight stays in our heels and we go all the way down. Now at the bottom you'll notice that my hip crease now is below my knees. Okay, so if you have a medicine ball, it's great because you have what's called a rear end target to try to hit, and back up. So I come down and up. The key to these is keeping your shoulders over your hips, not falling too far forward, not putting your weight in your toes. Should feel like you're going to peel your toes off of the ground. Sometimes if you wear no shoes like I do, you can get your toes actually off the ground. Keep those hips over and all the way down. Okay? So it looks just like this. And I want to see you do these with a little bit of speed and frequency. All the way down, all the way up. All the way down, all the way up. Another way to work on your form to see if you're doing them right is to get near a wall. Put your hands over your head like we would do in an overhead squat. Come down and don't let those hands touch the wall. And by doing that, you'll find that you're keeping your torso back over your hips. Alright, so that is body weight squats. Second thing I'm going to show you are called Samson lunges. Let's start with a basic lunge first and correct a few errors on that. Nice big step out for our lunge, and as you come down, instead of thinking forward, I want you to think vertically, up and down. You should have two 90-degree angles, a 90-degree angle here and a 90-degree angle here. The most common error in the lunge is allowing this knee to come out over the toes. I don't want to see your knee over your toes, so it should look just like this. Step forward, 90-degree angle, straight down, straight up and back. Okay? Alternate legs when you do these lunges. Nice 90-degree angle here. And usually if you don't have that 90-degree angle, it's because your step isn't big enough. 90 degrees here, 90 degrees here. Adding the Samson component of the lunge, we're going to incorporate our arms. You interlace your fingers, and as you come forward, your hands go overhead, and you come down. That back knee should come with about an inch to ½ inch of the ground, but not quite touch. So there are your Samson lunges, alright? The last exercise I'm going to show you are called box jumps. A 24-inch box is great. This bed is going to work really well for me. You can also use a chair. However, when you're in a hotel room, be careful as to the quality of the construction of the things you're jumping on and off of. You do want to be careful not to break anything and also not to injure yourself. The key on jumps is to engage your core. If I jump like this is an example of how to do it wrong. I'm just using my legs. Okay? If I use my core, I throw my arms up, down, and up. It's much easier. So here we go. Right up onto the edge of the bed, and then I recommend stepping down. If you're in a gym where you have a box or something designed for box jumps, you can do bunny hops up and off, but just stepping down is fine. Now the question comes up, how many of these do you do? Here's my answer to that. I'd start off with 100. And what I mean cumulative 100. So 33 body weight squats, 33 lunges, 33 box jumps. And I would repeat this workout 2 to 3 times a week. Okay, so you're working your lower body 2 to 3 times a week, and hopefully you'll get a lot of enjoyment out of it, just as much as I've enjoyed sharing it with you today. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to email me, james@fighterpilotfitness.com. Enjoy your workout, and I'll film the other two segments for your core and your upper body shortly.